What's your pulse on the team right now?
Oh, I think it's still a good team. They didn't run the ball well at all. At the end of the day, that team's built to run the ball. So they need to run the ball. If they don't run the ball, then they don't need to be like, that's just, they're in trouble. You know what I mean? They're in trouble if they can't really run the ball like they want to run the ball. You know? They need to run the ball and move the chains, control the clock. And then they'll be able to get those explosive plays that they're looking to get. But they need to run the ball.
Run first versus trying to open it up, pass first, and run as a secondary option.
It's not they not all the way ready to just let. I mean, I know Kenny Cook.
But you saw what it looked like in the preseason. How you just dial that back? How you just say, all right, I can't throw it deep no more. Let's just start running the ball. Let's get back to being more balanced, like we talked about this all season. How you get back to that after what we saw this preseason, man?
It's just a little different. I mean, and he had a good preseason. He had the hype. It's all there. It's still there. You just gotta get their flow a little bit, but they gotta run the ball. They gotta open that up. They're not just gonna come play 7-on like that and just think it's gonna be good. They gotta run the ball.
Game flow screwed that up a little bit too. Them getting up early, and then we couldn't run the ball too. We were struggling running the ball. Niners got they got that front seven.
I just look at it like part of multiple like Niners defense, run defense, flow of the game, but still when we talk 10 attempts and one of those attempts being Kenny scrambling,
sure,
that's not enough. You know what I mean? But the pros or the debate is when you're down 2 scores, are you willing to remain patient and trust that, all right, we can run this ball, be methodical, and get a drive, score, or flip field position? Defense is going to stop them. I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
especially when the run game for the most part wasn't working.
Yeah.
We were running into a brick wall.
Yeah.
But I want to be balanced. I want to run the ball and
run the ball.
Complimentary both sides, right?
Yeah.
Run the ball.
We start passing good, then you run it because they have more softer personnels out there. You know, whatnot.
Run the ball, control the clock, take your shots when you want to. Just catch them, get them in that big personnel, spread them out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hit an Allen Robinson, you know.
And Allen played well, man. Shout out to Allen Robinson.
Allen did play well. She did play well. I think just in reality, bro, long story short, they didn't run the ball. Like, they didn't play bad. They got some things going right before halftime. Mm-hmm. They just never ran the ball. They never got that thing cooking.
No. Now, we know you had your feelings about quarterback. In terms of Kenny, man, you brought up different options, tanking, sticking with him, all this other stuff. What was your feelings about his performance on Sunday? And, where you stand now?
I mean, I think they just got to get going. Like I said, it all starts with running the ball. I don't think we got a total fair assessment of him yet. First of all, he's still playing. He's still a rookie in a sense.
Yeah.
Like,
he ain't had 17 under him yet. Yeah.
But he's still a rookie. He's still a baby.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still filling stuff out. He's still finding his spots. He's still finding where he can do certain things.
Yeah.
But I think running the ball would just make the whole game easier for everybody involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For all parties. I think they have to run the ball.
Well, and we know in that run game, man, it will help limit some of the exposure to negativity for Kenny. I feel like at times, on Sunday's game, man, just the sheer volume or the amount of, throws that he was having, it was just going to put him more in harm's way. And especially when you're playing against a defense like what the Niners have. A mistake here or there versus some of these other teams, it's a tip pass and it kind of falls harmless to the ground. We saw with the Niners, even when they had the uncharacteristic drop pick by Fred Warner, when he had another opportunity, they capitalized on it and it really hurt us at the time. That's one of them things, where when you're putting it in the air as much as we were without being able to have some type of, all right, man, this is the counter to that, man, this isn't working, we can still do this. That's how them games do kind of get out of hand, like, we were experiencing a little bit on Sunday.
I agree with you. I mean, at the end of the day, San Fran's a good defense. That's an elite defense.
Mm-hmm.
San Fran was a bad elbow away from being in the Super Bowl last year. San Fran, you know what I mean? San Fran, that's an elite team.
Okay.
They always play defense. Like, they got a new D coordinator, but that thing's still biting. Their corners play physical. Their linebackers can run. They get downhill. They got good D-line play. That's a good team. They got a safety. They got Baby Troy back there. Man, what you mean? He should be a Steeler.
He looked just like when he pitched that ball, bro. I loved it. I didn't love the fact that it was happening, but I loved to see because it did look just like some Troy stuff, bro.
Like Troy.
TG, you got any takes on the Steelers defense?
I thought their defense played cool. You know, I thought they played cool. They was on the field a lot. I didn't feel like. I just thought it was the first game. You know, I thought Pat P was balling. But then at the same time, he had 2 scores on him. Yeah. But I thought he was locking up over there. You know? I thought it was just one of them days. Like, it was a tough day. Tough day in the office.
Concerned at all for the D-line without Hayward? Or you think we'll be all right with Keanu Benton, the Dewey drafted in the second round, Ogunjobi, and then all those other depth guys?
I think it'll be all right. TJ went crazy over there. You got to keep that cooking, you know?
Well, it was funny when you had said the thing about Pat P. He was like, bro, he was balling. And he was kind of, give it the 2 tutties. I'm like, bro, I felt like that was our defense. At times, our defense, I felt like we were balling.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, we giving up a 60-yarder here. We giving up a bomb here. Are you cooking? I'm like, dang. But at the same time, looking at TJ go berserk out that joint. Okay. And I'm like, bro, we nice. Okay. So, yeah, man. That might have been the defense as a whole, bro.
I think it's don't panic yet. Don't panic yet. Let this thing keep cooking. Okay. And let's see what it is in a few minutes. Okay. Let this thing keep cooking. I think another week gonna tell you a lot. This week will tell you a lot. You know.
Extra day though. Monday night, man. Extra day.
Teams coming in here off a big AFC North win. Mm-hmm. They feel like they hot a little bit. They scored a lot of points. They're gonna try to run the ball. They're gonna control the pace. It seems like honestly this is 2 AFC North teams. They're built just alike. So let's see. Like this will be a lot of. You can get some couple questions answered here. You know, but that's where we're at.
All right.